Good Shabbos, Parshas Shoftim, Chodesh Elul. This month highlights the special relationship between us and Hashem with the acronym of Elul, Ani Lededi V'Dedi Li, meaning reciprocal love. And this parsha is usually read in the beginning of Elul, like this year. And the first pasuk highlights this with the word lecha, for you. That word appears to be extra, and the Sholach HaKadosh says that every person should judge and police yourself, especially during Elul. And the pasuk continues, B'chol she'arecha, in every city. This also applies to the physical gates of the human body, including the mouth, telling us to be careful from harmful influences, including what we eat and what we say. And how apropos that we read about appointing a king. And this month, the Alter Rebbe says the King Hashem is in the field and that he is even more accessible. And the parsha says the King of flesh and blood needs to carry a Torah with him, so he should not deviate from anything in Torah. And this will keep him humble amongst his brothers. And when someone has an ego which stands for easing God out, this is not good. And since we want to have God close to us in the field, this is through humility and Torah, which ties into the verse, Tamim tiya im Hashem elikecha, that when we align ourselves with Hashem, we become tamim, complete, with Hashem, im Hashem. And a tamim is a label we give to a bachar living with the principles of Chassidus. And here is a passage that is jarring, especially with the increase in anti-Semitism. Ki yipolei mimcha, when you are baffled and upset, why is there a difference between our blood and their blood? When Jewish blood is spilled, no one cares. Beinega la nega, and between plagues and judgments, the Jews endure more than any other nations. So the pasuk answers, Divrei rives b'sharecha, when there are disputes between the communities, baseless hatred, sinas chinam. And maybe we need to hear this in Chodesh Elul. By loving each other, no matter what, it brings us closer as a people, leading to Mashiach. We also see that a person is compared to a tree of the field, Eitz Hasada. And the Gemara says this literally, and that is why we cut the hair at age 3, like a tree that the fruits are not eaten from it until 3 years pass by. And what lesson can we learn from being compared to a tree? The Rebbe explains that other plants die after a season or two. However, a tree can live for many years because of its roots. And the stronger and deeper the roots, the healthier is the tree. So the roots of the Jew are the faith in Hashem and attachment to Torah and Mitzvahs. And every Jew is exposed to many different seasons during our lifetime. And the ability to be a strong Jew, physically and spiritually, depends on the strength of one's roots. So how do you explain the Sequoia trees that are the tallest and oldest trees that have a shallow root system? This seems to be the opposite of what we just said. And the answer is their roots hug the adjacent tree's roots, and collectively, the root system is massive because each tree is connected to the next. And this allows for exceptional growth and longevity. And we should be the same with our brothers and sisters, be connected with Avos Yisrael. And to conclude, we start saying, Lidavad Hashem Eri this month. Hashem is my light and salvation, and I should be afraid of no one. And in battle, Hashem will kill my enemies. And in fact, the prayer for war is in our parsha. B'zeh sani b'teach. With this, I trust in Hashem. May we be victorious, and may we coronate Hashem, the King of the world, on Rosh Hashanah, together with Mashiach. Kasima v'chasima teva, good Shabbos, and happy Rosh Chodesh.